Definition of intersection. It is the meeting, crossing, or branching of road at the same level, including the open space area that formed as a result. Types of traffic intersections. Unequal rights intersection. They are intersections that are equipped with one or more traffic control devices. Traffic policeman hand signals, light signals, traffic signs, road surface markings. Equal rights intersection. They are intersections that are unequipped with any of the traffic control devices. Traffic policeman hand signals, light signals, traffic signs, and road surface markings. These areas are not governed by any form of road guidelines. These intersections work through the give-way system, which will be explained later. Shapes of traffic intersections. Circular intersection, roundabout. Simple intersection. T intersection. Highway entrances and exits. Service road entrances and exits. Dealing with intersections by the driver. When the driver approaches a crossroad uncontrolled by traffic lights, he has to comply with the following: to pay attention and be cautious, to predetermine the lane he wants to pass through before his arrival at the intersection, to use mirrors and watch the vehicles around his vehicle, to use light signals to determine his lane, to reduce speed when approaching an intersection, to abide by the traffic policeman hand signals and the direction he is showing, to abide by traffic surface signals and markings at the intersection and allow vehicles that has the right of give way to pass. When the driver approaches a crossroad controlled by a traffic light, he has to comply with the following: to stop his vehicle ahead of the crossing when the red light goes on, to be ready to move his vehicle when the yellow light goes on after the red light, to start moving his vehicle when the green light goes on, according to the direction determined by the traffic light, to pay attention and be cautious when moving with his vehicle at the places of flashing yellow light, and allow pedestrians to cross and give way to the vehicles with priority, to reduce the speed of his vehicle and pay attention when he sees the flashing green light, to stop before the stop line and give way to the other vehicles and the pedestrians when the flashing red light goes on, to reduce the speed of his vehicle as he approaches the intersection and crossroad. The most important signs and markings at intersections. Traffic lights. Traffic lights are considered the second most important device used in traffic control after the policeman's traffic signals, whether for vehicles or pedestrians. Give way sign and mark. When seen, you have to give way to other vehicles and pedestrians, and at the same time, keep a safe distance before driving. Failure to stop and give way for other drivers when you see the sign ahead is one of the main reasons behind having accidents. Stop sign and mark. A stop sign and mark is placed to protect you from road risks, accidents, and poor visibility. You have to completely stop for the following reasons: not to cause a traffic accident. Pedestrians think a driver will completely stop on his own. Failure to commit will cause an accident. A complete stop gives you the opportunity to see potential risks. Driving rules at traffic intersections. These rules are defined as those regulations that must be applied by the driver to pass intersections safely, without accidents, and to give way rules that are applied in the following cases. At traffic intersections unequipped with traffic motion control devices, traffic policeman hand signals, traffic light, signs, and road surface markings. At traffic intersections equipped with traffic motion control devices in case of a fault of these devices. In case of equal rights at intersections equipped with traffic motion control devices. The main road is defined as follows. It connects two cities or towns, separated by a central island. Traffic marks that determine the main road. There are stop and give way marks, while the other road is a main one. Qatari traffic law stated the basic rules in giving priority at traffic intersections, and they are: Rule 1. Priority of passing an equal right crossroads that have no signals, signs, or markings that determine the priority is given to vehicles coming from the left side, the blue vehicle. Rule 2. Priority of passing in the case of the intersection of two roads, one that is paved and the other unpaved, is given to the vehicle coming from the paved road, the blue vehicle. Rule 3. The driver of the vehicle coming from a sub-road or a service lane and is ready to enter in a main road must give way to vehicles coming on the main road and should not begin to enter except after making sure that the road is clear. The priority is for the blue vehicle. Rule 4. At intersections of more than one road in a junction forming a circular-shaped area, the priority is given to the motor vehicle coming from the left side, the yellow vehicle. Inside roundabouts, the priority is given to the motor vehicle preceding others. In this case, the white vehicle. The priority right in passing is equal for vehicles moving in parallel. The driver that wants to change his direction has to give way to the vehicle that is going in a straight direction. Rule 5. The vehicle that is moving in the service lane must give way to vehicles coming from the main road to the service road. The priority in this case is for the white vehicle. Rule 6. When entering to the opposite side of the main road from the storage path, the driver has to give way to the opposite vehicles, and in this case the priority is for the white vehicle. Rule 7. Give way to pedestrians as they are crossing the road. Rule 8. Give way to the following vehicles while performing an emergency service. Official processions. Emergency vehicles, civil defense, ambulance, fire trucks. Internal security force and police vehicles that are using sound and light alarm devices. Military vehicles when moving in convoys. Rule 9. If two vehicles meet at a T intersection, the priority is given to the vehicle coming from the main road. Rule 10. If two vehicles meet at an equal right intersection, and each of them is at the left of the other, the priority is given to the vehicle moving forward or to the right. Vehicles that lose priority right. Vehicles that are ready to exit from a building onto the road. Vehicles that are ready to exit from the shoulder of the road to its carriageway. Vehicles that are ready to exit from public and private parking or fuel stations. Vehicles that are ready to exit from a stop or parking place at the side of the road to start moving. Vehicles that are moving on a slope when meeting other ascending vehicles. Vehicles that reverse at intersections.